Hi there, welcome back to another training video. Today we're going to be talking about header and backer cards for air fresheners. The easiest way to do so is to just show you on some customer artwork that we're working with. So that's what we're going to dig into. This particular customer, Brad Veldman, he and my team have been working on some artwork already for the customer. This is his current design. So we are going to create a header card for this customer. So what we're going to do is open their last artwork, which is A2, so we can see the artwork available here. And we're going to move this over here so we can see the outline a little bit better. First thing we're going to do is select the whole piece, and we're going to go over to our Properties tab so we can see the size of the actual design. This is 3.83 inches tall by 2.73 inches wide, approximately. So then we are going to go to our custom comment Dropbox, custom comment, templates, and we have a bag header card template. Here we showcase all of the different header cards that we have on different pages or artboards in here. This one shows 11, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 different bag sizes that we have in stock. So I'm going to go back in here, and as you see on the bottoms here, we have information about the sizing of the bags. So what we're looking for is something that is going to fit this particular air freshener. And keep in mind, you're going to want to have 1 to 2 millimeters of space on each side. Because our bags are done in millimeters and centimeters, I'm sorry, not centimeters, but inches and centimeters, I believe. Let me check. Okay, centimeters and inches. I'm going to actually bring up my ruler by doing Command R on my keyboard. It may be Control R on yours. And if you right click on your ruler up here, you can switch it to whatever you want it to be. I'm going to switch mine to centimeters. And if you select this again and go over to properties, you'll see the sizes. So we're looking for something that's going to be about 7 to 8 centimeters wide by about 10 to 11 centimeters tall. So we are going to go back to our header template, and this one probably is going to be too small width-wise because it's the width of the air freshener is almost already 7 centimeters, and you always want to go by the inner size of the bag, because if you see here, there's an inner bag and an outer bag. This space in here is a seal, so you want to always go by the inner bag size. So it looks like we are going to select this 8.5 centimeter one by 11 centimeters. And what I'm going to do is select all of this stuff here. I'm going to copy it, Command C or Control C, and I'm going to come over here to this Brad Veldman V2 order. I'm going to make a third artboard, but we're going to make it nice and big so it houses all this stuff in it here. And we're going to have to adjust it still. That's okay. It happens. So we're going to adjust this a little bit more. Okay. So what you're seeing here is the entire header card that we have. This dotted line is going to be your fold point. This will be your front, and this will be your back, or you can do whatever. Just make sure it's labeled front and back. Also, you can make this even wider here and scooch all this stuff over even more. and then show the front and back of the bags here. So all of this stuff is here. You're going to want to keep the measurements here so the factory knows which bags you're using. I have centimeters and inches again, just because, you know, it's there and available. So now we do have a front and a back design here. And we're going to create a header card for this customer. Best thing to do, it looks like, would probably be to make these maybe this blue color that we're doing here, and then come in here and change it to a little bit of a lighter blue in the same range. You can choose whatever you want. Sometimes, you know, you can keep it whatever you want it to be. And what we're going to do is ungroup these things. I'm going to move macho movers over here like that. And then we're going to do this guy, bring him down to the same height as the macho movers. Come in a little closer so we can see it. Like so. Make sure you align things properly so it all looks good. So we can do that. If you don't like the blue, you can always change it to white, or, you know, whatever color you think looks best. I would like to actually see it in black. And then we come over here and we're going to change some things real quick. Change the black to white here on this lettering. Same thing over here. Going to select same, fill color, so you don't have to go by and pick everything one by one. It's crazy. All right, and then this guy, we're going to create a second version, merge it all down to one united piece, and then we're going to make it, put a 3 rounded edge stroke on it, make it all one color, expand the stroke line, merge it all down, unite it together, make it white, and then we're just going to put it behind this guy. Make sure you all, you know, align properly like that. Then we're going to move it all together, group it all together and move it here. See, I think that looks much better. Also here, we're going to align things so that looks right. And it said this customer wants to add the header cards with the logo and scent names. We're going to put the logo on the front, scent names on the back. We're going to jump over to our Help Scout link so we can find those details. All right, so we're going to come over here and grab those details like so. We're going to copy those. This was something that I suggested, and the customer decided that he wanted to use the header cards instead of using the string colors. It's an upgrade. That's totally fine. You know, we'll make sure the customer likes to do what he wants to do. So we're also going to copy their web address here. Copy that, bring it over here so we have that available too. All right, so what we're going to do is make this easy for the customer and also easy for the factory, because we'll use all of the same header card. So I think there are 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different colors, not colors, scents for this. So I'm going to move this over here, and we're going to put these scents along one side and the other, and we're going to create little check boxes to go with it. So we're going to create these little check boxes like so. No outline on them. So we're going to need 5 for each side. You're going to want to align them vertically and, line them horizontally so they're in a straight line up and down, as well as we are going to vertically distribute them. So then we're going to group them, copy and paste another version. We're going to make sure that they are aligned vertically, like so. And we're going to make sure they're far enough over to the edge that we have enough room to check box them and have the text next to them. So we're going to group those together and make sure they are aligned, whoops, with this project, like so. So they are centered that way as well. Then, to make things nice and comfy, we're going to move over the website for the customer. I am going to use a font that sort of matches their original artwork. Looks like it's similar to Kimberly. Let's see, does it have any different? Nope. Looks like that's what we're using. Lowercase m because it just looks nicer. Make sure it's white. I'm going to move that into here like so. Alrighty. So then we need to create all of these scent names and put them next to the checkboxes. I would love to use this same font. However, it's a little thick for the spacing that I have available. So we are going to make sure that we use something. Yeah, we'll try it. Let's just make it an 8 point, and then we will try and fit them in as we can. Make sure it's white text for these. And we're just going to start here. Almond cookie. I'm going to spread the text out a little bit too. Oh, these are all in alphabetical order. I'd like to keep them that way, so hopefully this works out. Banana. And bubble gum. I'm just copying and pasting the old text, so it's, all of the same thing. Eucaliptus. Make sure you spell things properly. Otherwise, we're going to have changes. Those kind of are not fun when you're working on 1,000 other things. Green apple. So while I'm here, I'm going to select these 5 things. Make sure they're all aligned to the left properly and then vertically distributed. They all look like they're in the correct spots. Let me readjust that real quick. There we go. And then I'm going to group those together. Whoops. Looks like there was a double banana. Oh boy. Okay. Continuing on, we have these over here. Maple syrup. This happened to work out perfectly in the small spaces. They're almost exactly where they need to be. Spiced apple. strawberry. And vanilla. All right, so that was the last one. We're going to select these 5, make sure they're right aligned and distributed properly. Good. I'm going to, select those, group those together, select both sets of text and the squares and that, and we're gonna align everything together. I always check my alignment because having things out of place is never fun. So on this one, I'm also going to create a second version of this and do a 3 point line stroke on it. Oops. Back and do that like so. Oops, round the corners because I just don't like sharp edges. Don't like to hurt anyone, even though it's just print. You know, I'm crazy like that. Select both of those, align them together so it kind of matches everything there. I'm going to select everything one more time, make sure it's all there, merge it together, boom. So then if you want to show the front, on the front here, and the back on the back here, you have all of that information so it looks nice and pretty in the bags. We're going to delete that text. And then the last thing we're going to do, oops, looks like our middle's got left out here. We're going to Control Z back for a few. We're going to select that and select the edges so they're all selected, and we're going to hit Command 8 or Control 8, and as you see it does the cutout of that available. I'm going to move this over here so then I can copy this little text, and nope, this is the front. Copy paste is my friend, and the back like that. And then I'm going to take everything that I have over here and just place it on the artwork over here. So the print can be seen. This is upside down. Oops. I'm going to rotate this upside down. So again, we're, centering things and make sure they're in the correct spots. No idea what that is. Extra banana. Awesome. Then we're just going to move everything down just a touch. Oh, Control Z to make sure everything's in the right space. This will be the front, this will be the back. This is how it'll print. It'll print upside down, so when you fold it, it is ready to go. So I'm now going to Command Shift S or save as, if you don't know the other option. This is going to be version 3, so art3, a3.ai. We're going to save this file and hit continue. Before I move forward, I'm also going to do Command A or select all, and I'm going to do Command Shift O, which is outline. So make sure all of your text is outlined because we need to have it outlined for production purposes. And then I will save this as a PDF version so that I know that the AI is editable, the PDF is not. So we're just going to save that like so. We are also going to go back to Brad Veldman folder. And we're going to bring up the proof 2 or P2. And we're going to update this artwork. So what Dana did was updated the artwork like such. But we are going to put side 2 in the measurement section. And then we'll put side 1 in the actual artwork that's in or showing the header and backer cards. So what we're going to do here is select this whole thing, copy it, and paste it onto our proof over yonder, like so. And then we're going to show the front here. Move that over. Going to copy this little string, black string that we have, and we're going to modify it to fit in the space. Because this is what it's going to look like in the package. Going to have to move things back and forth a bit, so you just kind of have to be patient and go with it. And it's not going to be perfect, so it is what it is. All right, so we have this whole thing. We're going to add a drop shadow to it. I like 45%, 0.04, 0.04, 0.03. Same thing over here. We're going to add a drop shadow to it. Same thing, just hit OK. And this shows what your air freshener is going to look like once it is in the packaging. Also, you're going to want to include the bag size over here on the proof so that the factory, when this goes to production, knows what the heck we're talking about. So we're going to update the date to the 15th. This is proof number 3. And I'm going to add my name here so that both of us know that who worked on what. So we're going to do Command Shift S for Save As. We're going to change P2 to P3, AI file, save, continue, OK. And then we're going to go to File, Export, Export As. Going to change PNG to a JPEG, export RGB format because we're not printing these right now. And you can go down to an 8-point, never go any lower. Make sure your resolution's set at 150, and we're going to hit OK. And then we are all done with this project. We can go ahead and respond to the customer. There is a saved reply for sending proof. We are going to drag and drop this onto here. I always sometimes double check to make sure the proof looks really good. And then we're going to hit send reply. Close this. We're going to add this over here to our pipe drive link. And then we are all done by moving the sales, this whole thing over to the proof sent file in sales, and then hit save. Then we're done. Hope you enjoyed this. Talk to you soon.